What's up, everybody? It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. And in today's video, we're going to talk about not judgment, we're talk about lawsuits, people getting sued. I got one here, very interesting on the way that they're sending these now. And sometimes it makes me not want to make the videos because there's certain things that we would do to get these taken care of for our customers. And I know YouTube is, it's a place for information, but just like you're here watching something, debt collectors could be sitting here watching. And I'm starting to see some adjustments that they're making that is some little minor detail adjustments that they're using to fight uh, or to make their argument when they're trying to collect a debt by using a lawsuit. I'm gonna take a little drink here. So uh, let me tell you the first thing that I started noticing, and this is one that was just sent to me. Something that I noticed, and that we would, and I'm not going to go into every way that we break them down because I'm not going to be passing off information right here uh, because it took me years to figure this out, and we really do this for customers. This is no joke. But one of the things that has always been an issue, and they have not answered this yet, but they are starting to get trying to figure out ways to overcome it. Is that do you have to pay a debt collector if they don't have the complete account number for an account that they claim that you owe? And I've always, when we've went through this, and even with my own experience that happened with me, uh, is that you want to be. It's like someone. This when they send this to your mail, and they have a sheriff, uh, you know, say sign right here, or have some servicer say sign right here. You've been served. This is a legal document. This is an allegation against you. So just like in, this is civil court, but if it was, uh, uh, what is the other court? If it was something where you were charged with a crime, criminal court, you would still have a right to have all of the evidence presented that they have against you. And so what they've done and what they've gotten away with for years and what we had started tackling years ago is that one of my biggest questions was can they actually make you pay on a debt if they don't have the complete account number when they buy a debt from an original creditor? Can they make you pay it? And I can tell you that we've helped people get their cases dismissed by the way that we draw up the pro se documents. We've helped them either get it delayed and the debt collector is trying to make a decision. Uh, Sometimes, though, it could be the judge that you get in front of. Sometimes the judge that you get in front of can kind of determine how the scales are going to be balanced, even though they're supposed to be even. And you're asking questions, not the judge being on the side of the plaintiff attorney. But you know that these attorneys go to court every day. They get to know the judge. They get to know the bailiff. They get to know the lady that's sitting there typing. Forgive me, I don't remember what actual position that is. But they get to know these people, and what happens is that you can feel like everything is against you. And what you have to do is you have to use a calmness and just ask questions. Don't run from it. Don't say it's not mine. They don't want to hear that. You got to ask questions. And one of the biggest questions that I had always asked was, uh, do and we didn't ask it this way, but we just said we want it disclosed. We want that information disclosed. Disclose the entire account number so this individual can determine if this account was really theirs. Paperwork could get shuffled. They could have two accounts. You don't have to give them information. We've had an individual one time that said the debt collector said, well, give us the account information and we'll match it up. What they'll do is they'll take that account information and add it to their lawsuit. Another thing that we're starting to see added was they're starting to put a notice inside of the summons saying that they follow the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, because a lot of these companies like Midland Credit Management, Sherman Acquisition, LVNB Funding, these companies have had some lawsuits, or they've been, had some fines levied against them, and they want to make sure that they're following the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So what they've done in some of the summons that we're starting to get from these companies, or that our clients are getting and they're forwarding it over to us to review, is that they're saying that they tell the customer the amount due, they say who the creditor, which is the debt collector, which is not really the original creditor. They state that they gave them 30 days to dispute it, and they say that they gave them an opportunity to notify the debt collection company, that they notified them that they had 30 days to respond, and that they gave them the proper address, and that they did not give them any grace period, that nothing should be construed as a grace period, and they would put the date. They've added that paperwork in their lawsuit files, because what they want to do is when they get to court, they want to make it to where it is more likely for the judge to just rubber stamp and not hear your side. But, the big but, I want to double check something here on this one. The big thing is that if you file a response, and a lot of people say that they don't want to go to court, they get nervous, they don't know what to say, they don't know what to do. If you file a response, your response speaks for you. You have your responses to the summons point by point, and you're asking, and you could set it up to where even if the judge is really not on your side because they know them, but they still will make them get that information to you. And at minimum, they'll just say that they want to give them more time to gather it. And what I always tell people to do, no matter what, if you've given them at least a couple of weeks, a week, minimum 1 week, to get the information, that means that you responded to the court summons, you got that to the court, you got it to the plaintiff attorney, and you had that information, that you made your request on their allegations, and then they showed up to court and they didn't have that. You should immediately ask to have it dismissed. You should ask to have it dismissed. You may not get it dismissed, but you should ask for it, and it'll be based on that you've given them enough time to get that. They gave you a document, you responded to it in time, and then you gave them the document in time to respond to it. And if they don't get it, you should ask for dismissal. You can get it dismissed. We've gotten, using that information, our clients and individuals that were not clients that just watched YouTube and just went through one of my programs to respond to it, ended up getting it dismissed. And some of them even got it dismissed before they went to court, because this is the stuff that the debt collectors don't want you to know about. But they are trying to stack the deck to make it a lot harder for you to fight back. And that is my reasoning why I'm not going to go into all the detail here, because it'll give them the ammunition on how to fight against you. But I can tell you the one thing that I want you to keep in mind and know: there has not been any uh, judge court cases that I could find that had specifically one piece, like just one case that said, do you have to pay a debt collector, that does not provide you a complete account number. And probably because when you make that request and you get the right judge in there, that makes them want to get it, have to get it, that they end up just, asking for a dismissal. So it never gets up to that level of where, a court makes a decision on that. I can tell you this. I can tell you this. I do not buy debt. I am not a debt collector, none of that stuff. But I do know how they run. I know people that are in debt collection business. And for your, to get information to you, I'm on a list of the companies that every day send out millions of dollars in debt that they want to sell from original creditors. They package it up, portfolio companies buy it, package it up, sell it to debt collectors all across the country. And I can tell you that once it's sold, once that debt is sold, the original creditor wants nothing to do with the debt collector. They don't even, it's like, here, you take it, and I don't even want you to look at me. Turn around and keep going that way. Take them and go. That's what they do. So they know this. They know this. So everything that they get, digital, microfiche, all of that stuff, they get it. It's redacted. So when you get a statement like this individual got, get a statement and it says, it's redacted. Like, account number is redacted. There's certain information pertaining to him that's redacted. It's like, what is this? Why? I'm not saying that this couldn't be my account, but could you please go ahead and get unredacted copy so I can see everything? I want to see this entire account number. That has not been answered yet, and almost gave away something, but that has not been answered yet, and there's another piece that adds on to that. For you that are good thinkers, or really good thinkers, just kind of think of what I said, because there's an extension on to the account number, and I'm not mentioning it here because there's debt collection companies that are right in here on YouTube that have subscribed to my channel, and they're like, or they come and watch. I don't think they subscribe as their company, but they watch, and they, just like what we do, we fight, look for strategies, look for techniques, look for loopholes. If some of the time, this is what they do when they look at trying to collect a debt. So I invite you, if you need help with your credit, please visit thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different. If you can follow that, we invite you to become a customer. If you can't, please choose someone else. If you need your credit reports and scores, because you're going to need that to be able to fight against debt collectors, you need to know all of your information, not just some of it from the free report places that are out there. Go to your3scores.com. That's also how I kind of monetize this channel. So go to Your Three Scores, download those, review it. If you need to, send it to us, let us look at it. And if you decide to sign up with us, that's the one that links right into our software. If you need the cease and desist collection activities letter, the statute of limitations letter, the debt validation / verification letter, those links are all below here. I even have a link for t-shirts if you want to get a t-shirt. All right, and there's other resources that are below this video. So I'm going to end the video here. This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com. Thank you, and until next time.